I'm very sorry about this kind of janky video setup. I was not planning on making this video tonight. I just got very excited and passionate and really wanted to make this tonight. So I just kind of threw my camera on, turned on a light, and here I am. Hello everyone, my name is Austin and welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be a little bit of a different video. As you guys can tell from the title, I'm actually going to be talking about my album that is finally done. A lot of you guys know I have a couple singles actually released on my channel at the moment. I have Petty, Actors, and Gray are all singles that I have released in the past couple of months. I am so proud of them, and a lot of people on my channel have actually really seemed to enjoy them, which is so insane to me because obviously I'm just like a small little Minecraft YouTuber channel, and it's really weird to me that all of a sudden one day I was like, I really want to start putting out music and just kind of having fun with things, and a lot of people responded to it and really ended up actually liking it, and that just means the world to me. It's so crazy to me. I don't understand it. I really enjoy making the music. It's something that I'm very passionate about, and when I kind of set out to actually work on a full album, I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. It ended up being a lot more, well, obviously not a lot more work than I thought, but it was just so much work. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip a couple of the nitty-gritty details right now and get to kind of like the juice of this video that a lot of you guys are probably coming just to see. But my album is complete. I actually finished it fully the other day and submitted it to iTunes, Spotify, everything. It will be released on August 31st. I believe that is a Friday. August 31st though is the day. My album is going to be called Ferris. Here is actually right here, I will insert the album cover. It was done by my incredible friend Katie. I will leave her Twitter link in the description. She makes incredible commissions. She's actually the same person who made the artwork for my song Actors, my single Actors. She is just so insanely talented. It actually just blows my mind every single time I commission anything from her. She is so incredibly talented and just always understands exactly what I mean when I like send her an idea or like a vision in my head. She's like, I got you. I know exactly what you mean and I will get it perfectly for you. It's crazy to me. I don't understand it, but she is just incredible. Please go check her out if you guys don't know who she is. She's amazing. I don't even know what to say in this video right now. I am literally just like, oh my gosh, I don't even know what I'm making this video about. I just wanted to put the camera down and talk. I feel like I've been so busy in my life and I have not actually been able to just sit down and have a one-on-one conversation with any of you guys, so that is very important to me that I get that done right now. Ferris will have 11 songs on it. It will include Petty, Actors, and Gray. And there's going to be a couple other features on it as well that I am so excited about. I will actually go ahead really quick right here and put the track list so you guys can see all of the song names and all of the people that I am actually collaborating with on this album. It is definitely something that's very different than anything I have ever done. Obviously, every single song that I've put out so far has had a very different feel to it, and that was something very important to me that I kind of really wanted to play with the idea of when I went into making this album, was versatility, I think that's the word. In other words, making every song on the album, like obviously you can listen to it as like a full and it will be like, okay, like an album, but I wanted every song to have a different vibe, a different feel, almost feel like it was like a different genre. I feel like I listen to so many albums nowadays and like every single song sounds exactly the same. So I really had that in mind when I went into making this. I really wanted every song to kind of have its own feel and really sound different from one another. I felt like that was just something that was very important to me. There's a lot of sad songs, there's a lot of kind of just like upbeat fun songs like Petty. There's a lot of songs I am just so excited about. Gray was actually a song that I wrote mainly the chorus for like a couple of years ago actually. I just like been sitting with this idea and finally I just got really motivated one day and just like wrote the rest of it, and I got really inspired to do that, and like that's just honestly what's happened with a couple of the songs. I've had a couple of these written for literally like a couple of years now, and like kind of just bits and pieces, and I've kind of put things together and finally made like a full thing out of it, and it's just so insane to me that I literally have an entire album now. I also just really quickly want to mention how insane it is to me. I was actually texting Kayla about this the other day. We were just talking about the fact that like I found a couple covers on Skype that we did a very long time ago. I'm talking like 2-3 years ago when Kayla and I first met. We did a cover of Wild Things and I actually found that on my computer and I sent it to her, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this is from I think 2016, like the beginning of 2016. It's now almost 2019 we're going into. She reminded me of when I was sitting in her room actually in Florida, and I had never released a song. I had never sung before. I was terrified of it. Like I didn't know. I hate myself. So singing out loud and doing things like that were just so new to me. It was so foreign to me. So she really brought me out of my comfort zone and kind of actually got me to cover the song Wild Things by Alessia Cara with her. And that is so crazy to me because if you go back on my channel, you can actually go and watch the music video that we made for it. It didn't even end up, it wasn't even supposed to be a music video. I just put together a ton of pieces and clips from our trip, and it ended up actually being one of my favorite videos on my channel. But I genuinely feel like if that day never would have happened, I would not be sitting here today actually like making a full-on album. So that is just so crazy to me. She literally sat in her room with me and like forced me to like get it out. Like I sat there in her chair probably for like 2 or 3 hours, literally just being like, nope, I don't want to sing in front of you. I don't want to do this in front of you. I don't want to do this. Like, I was terrified, and she really just brought me out of my comfort zone. So Kayla, thank you so much. That seriously is just so crazy to me. I know we just talked about that the other day, but I just wanted to give a very special mention to you because I love you so much. So the album is going to be called Ferris. I actually really played with this idea because of the fact, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie Love, Simon, but there's a point in the movie, which by the way, that movie is just so important to me. It's insane. Like I have literally seen it about 8 or 12 times, and I've cried the 3 same parts every single time in the movie. But there's a part in the movie where Simon and Blue talk about being kind of like representing as like a Ferris wheel, being sometimes on top of the world and sometimes on rock bottom. And I really just related to that, and I really enjoyed the idea of kind of like, some days I'm at the top, some days I'm at the bottom, like some days I'm at my best, some days I'm just at my absolute worst, because, you know, that's just how life is. And that actually I kind of wrote about in my last song on the album. It's actually called Ferris, but that also kind of plays homage again to the fact that like there's so many different genres and things on this album that I'm just super excited about because they're all different from each other. I feel like they're all over the spectrum of this like Ferris wheel, if you really want to play it like that. I just really like the concept of it, and I really wanted to play with that idea and kind of like pay homage to that movie and pay homage to that reference because I really love it, and it's just something that really spoke to me when I saw it. I don't really know what else to talk about in this video. I just kind of wanted to make this special announcement. If you guys have any questions, I know I asked on Twitter before, and this is not what that is. I will make a whole separate video answering all of your guys' questions if you guys have them. Please leave them down in the comments below. I will make sure to answer every single one of them, whether it be about a certain song or a certain collaboration on the album. I'm just very, very excited, and I am so open to answering any questions that you guys have. I just can't believe that this album is going to be out August 31st. I have been working on this album for almost a year now, and it is so insane to me. I just remember the first time that I ever actually started talking about it on Twitter. I was like, hey guys, fun fact, I'm working on an EP, and that just grew and grew and grew. I just started getting so inspired every single day, and I ended up just writing more and more and more and creating more and more and more songs, and it ended up just being a full album. A huge shout out though to Joe, No Chill Joe. I don't know if you guys know who that is as well. He and Ash Vanelf have actually been 2 people on the album that I have literally sent almost every single song to. Also Kayla and Cassie, I've sent literally every single one of these songs to for them to listen to and get their feedback on, and they have given me feedback and criticism and everything I needed to like perfectly mold these songs into what I wanted them to be, but also to make them like as best as they can possibly be as well, if that makes any sense. There's not going to be a pre-order or anything because there was some weird thing with Spotify and iTunes, and I didn't want to release a song on iTunes early but did not come out on Spotify. It was a whole thing. I also really quickly just want to mention too, money is not something that I care about with this album. It was really just something that I want to put out so that you guys can enjoy it and I can kind of express myself a little bit. I don't make any money off of these songs. I also don't care. I just love making them and just being able to like express myself and just put things out there for you guys to enjoy, and a lot of you guys seem to really enjoy it, so that just means the absolute world to me. It's so insane. Ferris is coming at you guys August 31st. Follow me on Twitter and also subscribe to my YouTube channel for any updates and special announcements about this. I'm hoping at some point to host a listening party with Joe. I don't know when that's going to be or how to even set that up. I need to do some more research before I even try to throw out that idea. Maybe it won't happen, I don't know, but I'm going to try my best to kind of like get us all together in a call or something and do a listening party to the full album, maybe like before it actually comes out or something. Maybe just like a select little group of people. I don't know how it's all going to work, but yeah. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!